Hello, folks. Hello. It's short story session today. Let's see. I know this will be very noteworthy, but it'll probably be the only short story this year that is about Pancho Villa. Let's see. Let's see, let's get right into it. This is first person. Somewhere around 5,000 words is what I'm shooting for. Or less, you know. Something someone can read when they're on the John. Let's see. Did you marry that girl? Paula McCoy? James asked. Turn her into Paula Clark. I'm afraid Paula is still McCoy. James, I replied. We're, seems she's after... She got tired of waiting for me. Not engaged, but to some other fella. But not interested. Paula was almost my age. I didn't know what Paula was thinking. A girl her almost my age, but unmarried. A man could be unmarried. My age. Hell, you'd be twice. They'd marry much older. But it was different. For a woman. No man wanted an old maid. Excuse me, I guess I was choking on the sexism there for a moment. Let's see. Here's why a lot of fiction is dying these days. Nobody can put themselves in the shoes of other points of view. They want to hear the points of view of people exactly the same as them. Which is like pretty damn boring to me. Well, why do you want to hear this opinion, the same opinion spoken back to you? Like talking to a parrot or something. Or looking in a mirror. Anyway, let's see. No man wanted an old maid. You feeling alright? Alright, James? I asked. Deciding to react. Deciding to mention his pallor and the bags under his eyes. I asked. See, they have bags under his eyes? You feeling alright, James? I asked. You're looking a little ghoulish. Did you catch the Spanish bug that's been going around? Certainly not. James muttered. Replied. It has run its course in our neck of the woods. Took a few children, babies, pregnant woman. We've had worse in our history. James had a look, suddenly had a look, his face, like he was getting off subject. He steered himself back to whatever his goal was. I'm not sick, James said. I'm as healthy as a one-armed man. So, one-armed man can be. Yes, a one-armed man can be. So it's a lack of sleep. I asked. Nightmares from the war? I had a few of them myself. One of them was pretty vivid, particularly vivid. I was riding on a big black horse through this vast, dark landscape. See, my horse was splashing its hooves in something. Thought it was water. When I looked down, it was all blood. Like 1,000 people got their throats slit all along my horse's path. James muttered. It was unlike him to stammer. Dreams, I'm not sure. James stammered, which was unlike him. James looked to one of his servants, a pretty reddish, blonde-haired maid. I saw some concern in her eyes. I saw some concern for her employer in her eyes. Could you bring us some tea? The best in the house, James said, and some biscuits. James then invited me, sat down across from me. Tea and biscuits. I smiled. You got to lather a man up before you shave him. Another of those delightful American sayings, James replied. The tea and biscuits came sooner than I expected. I had the maid fetch me some butter, because biscuit without butter was like a sea without water. I was pretty sure the butter was homemade, like what Mama used to make. Remember the time, my dear Clark, James said. Started. Do you recall the time I convinced you to go to that seance when we were on leave in Paris? Yeah, I replied. That seance was quite a farce. I tried to call up the ghost, Daniel Boone. That didn't work. Tried to call up Davy Crockett and Jim Bowie. It seemed that wherever those fellas went after they died, they had no interest in leaving it to meet me. Ended up, that's a little more like folksy. I'm trying to go for folksy here. And the weather outside's snowy. We've actually had pretty nice weather here lately, but you know, and the groundhog said it's gonna be an early spring, which is consistent with what I've seen. It's been a pretty mild winter lately. They had no interest in leaving it to me. Let's see, they died. They had no interest in leaving it to meet me. Can't believe you talked me into it. Into it, Jimmy. I admit it. Would have a better time throwing rocks and stones at. Nobody up front, unless there's someone going out. Oh yeah, someone did come. Never mind though. You should have had a better time throwing stones at sewer rats. Rats trying to invade Paris streets. The gay Paris streets. Is that how you say it? Gay Paris? I don't know. Maybe. But I may bring it up because I'm going to need to help me with something about as outlandish. James replied. Uh-huh. I muttered. And waited eagerly for the story. There was a flash in James' eyes before he started to explain himself. It was like a hint of madness or something. It was like a hint of madness or mania or something else unpleasant. And that was part of every human's psyche. Mania. Let's see, mania. Really. When I came home after the war, James started. Tone unhappy. I started hearing those voices again. I heard hearing that voice again. The one from my childhood. I was now wondering, maybe James was going a little nutty. As I said before, he wouldn't be the first guy to come back from a war with a few marbles missing. Not all wounds are physical. The lady, I asked. James nodded yes. She was saying all these strange things. James said she wanted me to come to her in the woods and help her escape. Promised me a restoration of my arm, and treasure, and other things. Escape from what? Better delete that. Escape from what? I asked. The grave, James replied nonchalantly. I assumed if it was some gothic story, James would have given me a deathly, melodramatic look before replying. James was an aristocrat, but he wasn't melodramatic in the slightest. She's buried out there, just like in the legends. James had continued. You promised me restoration of my arm. You promised me otherworldly power. Maybe even and immortality. So why didn't you go and dig her up? How'd you go dig her up, I asked. Sounds like quite a bargain. It didn't occur to me that James didn't know where to dig. If she was out in the woods, deep in the woods, that was like a needle in the haystack. Unless there was some laying under some particularly unique tree, like something from old legends. Old legends, like a tree with bark red as blood, or with black leaves, or clad in black leaves that never fell from the branches in autumn, that sort of thing. Because she lies, James replied, she is evil. Evil, this fairy. I thought I was crazy when I heard the voice, but then my cousin, my little cousin, William, he said he heard her too. As you've told me. Yeah. I agreed. I thought I was crazy hearing the voice, but my little cousin, William, heard her too, in the night. James nodded. It is like the old legend. What old legend? Yes. Every town in England had some local boogeyman. And in this case, was a boogie woman. She was... No, I think that's spelled right. Oh, don't have a panic attack. Microsoft Word. Let's see. Time for another sip of Monster Energy drink. I don't know why it tastes so good to me today. Let's see. Boogeyman. She was the fairy queen. She was known as the fairy queen. there was a statue of her somewhere in town, and I somehow missed it when I was passing through. She lived long ago. She lived out in the woods. James said. They said she was some beautiful maiden whose feet never touched the ground. Okay, people are up and about. I'm gonna end here before I get interrupted. See you later, folks. Have a nice day.